Hi everyone. It's been a while since I got on because there's been a newborn in our family. So I've put nearly 2,000 Ks on the Vamos El Hefe, and I've added a few different things, but pretty much it's been stock. Changed the tires, so managed to find Enduro Fleetwoods 26x4s. They're slick, right? They've been really good, very quiet, but there's a lot of you definitely feel the wheel steer when you're going into corners, even if I pump it up. So you got to be careful that when you do change to slicks like this, I guess, it'll tend to want to pull you. When you lean into it, it'll pull to the left. You go lean left, you pull to the right when you lean right. So hands off. Like yesterday, it was really windy and I nearly had a fall because I was just putting on my gloves without my hands, and there was a gust and yeah, nearly went off the side. Anyway, so today what I'm going to be changing is the handlebar, because just to give you a reference, I'm 5'7" or 1.7 meters tall, and it looked like it was quite low when I bought the bike, but I think the model's just got really long legs because this is me right now and it's kind of painful. So just as a size reference, but when you're on it, I've put a shorter stem on it because I didn't want to lean forward too much, and I saw there's a very similar style bike in France, and they've got the swept-back handlebars, and I thought I want a piece of that, so I just got this. It's like that. Just bought it off someone secondhand. It's like 20 bucks. I think the 30 to $45 you can get them online. I can put the exact specs of this one when I post this up, but basically it'll just sit like that, and it just brings it a bit, just tiny bit closer, which is what I want. But then at the same time, I'm not square hands, it's just a bit more relaxed in this hand position, like here. And then I'll probably put the old stem back so that it takes it out a bit further. So pretty straightforward. Cool, so just loosened everything up. The hardest bit, as you could see, was just taking this off. Make sure that you've checked that the diameter of this one matches up with that, and all this should be pretty standard here, so that your old components will go back onto this one. But it's super easy. There's just an Allen key there, Phillips head there, and everything is easy. It'll just come off. Just make sure you take a photo so that you know where everything else goes. There's many YouTube videos from Park Tool and all that, where they tell you to measure out this angle here, so that you know that's where you're happy with it. But I'll just sit on the bike and adjust it from there. So from here, it's just loosening this so that I've got some room to play with, and then or taking this bar out so that I can easily slide these out, and then I'll just hang all this on one side and all these on the other side of the bike, and putting it back together. So this bike was so well put together. Obviously, they taped everything up. So, and the tape's really good. It's very solid. So there wasn't enough give when I was trying to take the gearing and the brakes off. So I did have to cut it a little bit, but I'll just cover this up with black tape. It'll be fine. All right, so there's many different ways to put handlebar grips on, the right way and the wrong way. I just searched it up, and they said if you put a bit of alcohol on the on this part here, and then you squirt some into the grip itself. It should slide on, and then it's alcohol, it just evaporates really quickly. So make sure that these two bits are on correctly first. I put this on the wrong way around before, but you can release it just from here. This just comes off, and then with the screw here you can just pop it off. It's easy, so no stress there. I'll adjust these after the grip is on. Okay, so this is just some alcohol, isopropyl that I had left over from quarantine. Bit there, bit on the grip, not too wet. Rub it on. It's starting to dry already. There you go, easy. It's much easier than taking it off. And now that it's in there, oh, it's sanitized as well. Win. All right, it's all done. So I just took it out for a ride, and it's to me it's a lot more comfortable, but obviously it does feel a bit different. It's more like a cruiser style now, and a lot more upright. So this seat, I might change this to one of those really nice big flat ones, just because, why not? I know this looks naff, but this has been amazing. It just stops me from looking over my shoulder, and if I'm riding on the side of the road, it's easy to see a car coming up from behind me. If you're using this bike for an everyday commute, I would strongly recommend getting a mirror like this, even though, yeah, you might say it does kind of spoil the look, but form over function, or is it function over form? I don't know. I'd rather be safe than look over my shoulder and then lose my balance a bit. But yeah, no, overall 20 bucks. Secondhand if you can find it. They're very generic looking. There's so many different styles, and it was pretty straightforward. The biggest issue I would warn you is that these are very tightly wound from factory, so you would probably have to cut some of it off. The brake lever here is a bit tight, but I mean you can loosen it definitely. So I'll just see how this goes for a little while. See, like, this is nice and loose, and this one's like properly tight. This one's quite tight right now, so I think actually I won't think about it. I actually will do it. I'll just cut it here so that there's a bit more give, and then I'll just tape it up again. Yeah, and just tidy it up. It's fine. Black tape's easy. It's easy to do. It's easy to look nice, and it'll just make everything neat and tidy. It's one of the things I like about this e-bike. The cabling is, it's external. Well, a lot of it's internal in here, but it's so tidy. Because if you can buy DIY kits for like $1,000 already, and then by the time you put it on your bike, it just looks weird. It looks like a Frankenstein bike with all these cables sticking out. This one's nice and tidy, nice thick frame, and these tires. There we go. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, do it. If you want any questions, drop me some questions in the bar, but hopefully Vamos will get a community group set up soon, and then we can just start chatting there. Cheers.